And what makes this important for us locals is the Wawayanda Path, which was concluded in, well, 1723.
Three.
Yeah. The Wawayanda Path consisted of much of what is today Orange County today, 195,000 acres or so. And, but it was never properly and thoroughly surveyed. And as colonists began to move into this area, it was difficult for them to get capital, to borrow money, to buy property and establish their farms because they had no legal title, because the land had never been thoroughly surveyed.
And the neighboring surveys, like the patents, like the Cheesecloth patent, which is now most of Rockland County, and East Jersey and West Jersey, those boundaries were not clearly defined. So there were some people who had claiming the same piece of property with title from the Cheesecloth patentees or bought from the Wawayanda patentees. So in 1785, there was a trial to settle the boundaries between Cheesecloth and Wawayanda, and that was held here. And at the time, it was called the Trial of the Century.
Really?
Yeah.
And in a way, it really was. I mean, they hired two of the top attorneys. By that time, Hamilton and Burr were well known, well respected. Cost a lot of money if you wanted to hire them.
And they both stayed here.
Stayed right here and had the trial. The case was heard in the building just behind the house.
In the barn?
In what's
In
called
the barn.
the carriage house, yeah.
Yeah.
That supposedly was rebuilt about 1900, and I was told in the same form, but it doesn't, the form looks too new. I think they modernized it when they rebuilt it around 1900. And the reason it was held there is because there wasn't enough room in here.
Oh. Wow. And so how old were Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr when this was happening?
Oh, they were still relatively young and very ambitious and very competitive. And they were representing the same. I mean, they weren't.
They were partners for the Wawayanda. Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr were basically on the losing side. They weren't used to that.
So Cheesecloth won the patent.
They didn't win.
Or what?
They got more of the disputed territory than the Wawayanda patentees did.
There were two. They had two. There was seen as important after the Revolutionary War. This is what, just 2 years. 1783, the war.
1785. And 85 was the.
And this was 85.
Right.
So they were anxious to get this settled. There was tremendous pressure. The population was growing. They needed official surveys to borrow money from institutions to develop their farms, and so everybody was anxious and waiting for this finally to be settled, because this land became the county of Orange in 1683, wasn't it? I think it was the
1683.
1683, Orange County was founded, but it wasn't settled.